Hey everybody, welcome to GameTime. My name is JJ and we are playing Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo and we are up to the 5th part. And let me recap what we did in the last episode. We went back to 65 million BC and we got our Dreamstone, went and seen Melkwire, reforged the Masamune, and went and recruited Frog so that he can accompany us to Magus's castle and we can take out the Fiend Lord. So we got once we get to the mountain, there's a little bit of a storyline that's going to take place there. It makes you kind of understand the whole Glenn situation on how he grew up and why he's the way he is. You know, he's a very noble little frog dude. You know what I mean? And he loves the palace, and he has a really good relationship here with what's his name? What's his name? Friggin' what's this guy's name again? I forget. Cyrus! Oh my god, as if I forgot. I'm brain farting there. And still waking up, still having coffee, guys. So there's a little bit of storyline that's going on here, and we're trying to figure out like to join the army, and you know, life changes, life choices, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. But it makes you kind of feel for Glenn, you know, and gives you a little bit of history on about him and stuff. So it's really neat. You know, this game does have a lot of heart. I say that before, you know, but I love this game. So, and then you get to this point where you've met Ozzie before earlier on the bridge, and so you know who Ozzie is, but this is pretty much the first time you actually get to see Magus and what he's like and whatnot. Like, you actually do get Magus as a playable character later in the game. Remember, I am playing New Game Plus, so I am pretty rocking through this game. So what happens is, you know, Magus changes Glenn into a frog, and he falls off the cliff and he lands to the bottom here, and the hero medal kind of floats towards him, and people kind of look at that hero medal in this game as a little, you know, gift, I guess we'll say. You know, you got the medal, you're like a hero, I guess, you know. Anyways, with all the little storyline done and over with, you know, Chrono puts the sword down like a massive hero. This is an awesome video on the PSX version and stuff, or the DS version. I almost said PSP version there, brain fart. But Frog's all pumped now. And he's gonna grab the Masamune and he's gonna split this mountain in half, and we're gonna enter and we're gonna go and start Magus's castle. It's one of my favorite areas in the game. Like I said, I have a lot of good memories playing Chrono Trigger. I still talk about Chrono Trigger to a lot of different people all over the place, you know what I mean? And it's fun. It's a fun game to go through. So Frog comes in here and he's gonna go and ha-cha! Let some rocks fall down. And we are on our way. So we've got a little tunnel we got to go through too, and we're gonna have a little bat follow us all the way there. And first time you're playing through this game, you don't really know what this little bat is. You're more of a, why is this little bat following me around? You know what I mean? You can see him there, kind of. When you get into a fight, he kind of goes away, but when you finish the fight, he actually comes back. Well, it's actually Flea. You can actually get to fight whoever that bat is later. You figure it out. You know. So we just gotta make it through this little tunnel here. Come on, little gremlin. Oh, I'm gonna have to use magic on these guys. Yep. A lot of magic here. Like, this area of the game is actually once you get to Magus's castle, there's a lot of good enemies in that game. Like when it comes to leveling up and experience, there's a lot of good spot here to level up. This is the point of the game where I would suggest to at least grind inside the castle till you have your, you know, well, depending on who you're using, your lightning 2, your water 2, and your, you know, fire 2 or whatever. Have all your 2s, because they're going to come in really handy, because you fight a lot of groups of enemies actually in this time around in this level. So it's going to come in handy to be able to hit multiple enemies. So we're gonna make it through here. Take out some more bats, but you see, like, your physical attacks don't do a whole lot of damage to these creatures right now. So I'm trying to make it as quick as possible, right? Oh, we got the little rats. They're all gonna gather at the end. It's kind of, am I gonna be? Yeah, okay. I guess I'll fight him. Totally. We'll lightning to his ass again. Are they all gonna attack first? Yeah. They're quick little guys. But we're almost out of this cave. The end of this cave actually has one of those sealed treasure chests, by the way, and we're going to do all the side questing and everything after Chrono dies later in the game, in a couple parts. Well, yeah, probably in about an hour. If I clip through enough, it'll probably be in about an hour or so. But in Ocean Palace. But after all that, we're gonna do all the side questing and all that wonderful stuff. But we still got a little bit of ways to go before that. We still have to go to the Palace of Zeal and all that stuff. So it's gonna be fun. Come on, just gotta get out of this cave. Go, 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 frog! There we go. Love Chrono Trigger. Take these guys all out, sipping on coffee, playing video games. Life is good. At least I'm still getting tech points and stuff. I still have some skills I have to learn and everything. Like this new game plus little note there on one of the dead soldiers. You can read it if you want. So we are now at Magus's lair, and we get this little cinematic entrance with Frog. This can only be. Dun, dun, dun. The first time I saw this, I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do this." This is like one of those scenes in one of the best Super Nintendo RPGs where you're like, "Oh yeah, I am here, Magus's castle." Now, if you're playing the DS version, I think they changed it to Fiend Lord's Castle. It makes a little bit more sense, I guess, grammatically correct, I guess. But I always call it Magus's Castle. It's just the way it is. So you're gonna get here, and there's not gonna be a whole lot you can do. There's gonna be a bunch of characters that you recognize over the course of the game, and they're just like in the zombified state. You know what I mean? So just you can talk to them if you want right at this point, and just go all the way to the end and grab the treasures and whatnot, and then you're gonna go do the exact same thing on the right side. So we did the left side here, so we're gonna clip back down, and there are treasure chests and stuff you can grab on the way. Nothing too crazy right now. This level's actually pretty long. Because you have a lot of stuff to fight actually, you know what I mean? A lot of journeying around in this one. So in this part of the castle, you actually have like family and the royalty and stuff. It all depends on who you have in your party, you know what I mean? So depends. So we'll go down over here. And once you've done both of the left and right wing of this area, like the first room, you're going to end up seeing a save point here. And what this save point's going to do is it's not going to bring you to a save point. It's actually going to make Ozzie appear. And Ozzie's going to, challenge you, I guess, He's going to give you some weird challenge where he's like, there's like 100 enemies in this castle, and, you got to kill them all to get to us. Now, there is not really, like, there's no number, I think he just says it for the sake, like, 100 beasts. Like, to tell you the truth, I don't even think there is 100 beasts all the way to Magus. It's just I think he's just talking out of his ass, to tell you the truth. I've never really put that to the test. Like, do I fight 100 enemies? But like, what happens if you just don't? You dodge enemies, you know what I mean? Because I don't fight every enemy I meet, especially in New Game Plus. I dodge a lot of enemies that I'm like, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. So there's no way you have to fight 100 enemies. So don't take that one to heart if this is your first time through. Like all these enemies here, I don't have to fight at all. You just get to the ends of the wings and you can fight Slash and Flea and stuff like that. So we'll first off we'll take out these guys. These guys you do have to fight because you need to fight them to be able to fight Slash, one of Magus's minions. Magus has a couple minions, Slash and Flea, and then you got Ozzie. You got to destroy, so it's not too bad. We'll take these guys out. What? Skellies. 800 damage. That's not too bad. Not too bad for Water 2, but I am pretty strong right now in this game. So, and then Slash will appear. How did you get past my minions? Whoa. And Slash is kind of a slickster. You're gonna have to fight him twice. That is the whole thing with Slash. He's a cocky little bastard. He does do some decent attacks. He actually has attacks that hit multiple enemies and whatnot. But first time through, he's not too tough. X strike his ass, type stuff. He's not too tough. He does have a decent amount of hit points, but he doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Make sure you're healing and all that wonderful stuff. But you're gonna have to fight him twice. If you actually, the second time you play, you fight him, you can actually steal a weapon off him. It's really, really neat. So once you do enough damage to him, he's gonna stop and grab the sword off the wall, and he's gonna want to fight you again. He's going to have increased attack power and whatnot. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, though. He's not too tough. So we're just going to keep attacking his ass. 500 damage for a normal attack. Not bad, not bad. I'm not the strongest I've ever been in a Chrono Trigger game, but I'll take it. It's just a matter of playing more and more, like over and over and over again, so you're getting power tabs more and stuff. So, and then Slash has his sword, so now we're gonna take him out again. You know, he's not that hard, to tell you the truth. What should I take him out with? There you go. Let's spire his ass, see if that does a good amount of damage. I like using all the different skills, you know, like it's such a good variety of abilities and stuff. 600 damage, that didn't do a whole lot, you know. Alright, he's slashing my ass. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's not too bad. Flies around a little bit. But alright, what else? We're gonna Arc Impulse his ass. Come on. 3,000 damage. Come on. Go. Bam. 0? What the hell? I'm like level 60 something. I did 0 damage. He just wasn't be weak against that. Oh well. What can you do? Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Don't Arc Impulse Slash. I wonder what I'll just keep taking him out. Like, I do decent damage, just normal attacking there. I wish I had the rainbow. I'd be doing a lot more critical damage, but what can you do? This cartridge didn't have a super completed game of Chrono Trigger. It had New Game Plus, but it didn't have like a file I would have finished type stuff. You know, I would have had fucking everything. I'll tell you that right now. But you get what you get. You don't get upset, guys. Alright, and he's gonna freaking... He does have a good amount of hit points, even for the level that I'm on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still doing decent damage, but I'm not doing, like, crazy-ass damage. There we go, there we go. Bam. Oh, he's still not dead. Come on, Slash. Take you out. Yes, indeed. Wacha, wacha. So we're gonna take out Slash, and then we're gonna make our way back down and to the right. And this time we're gonna go... and back to where you see like King Guardia and stuff, and we're gonna go and fight Flea. And Flea has a, I don't know, I've always liked fighting Flea because Flea's got a weird battle scene, like a battle, you know, area and stuff, and you don't get. It's the only place in the game that really has that kind of battle area, and they did a really good job. I just really like the visuals of when you're fighting Flea. And Flea's a dude, I think. I still have freaking doubts on all that stuff. It's weird because he's dressed like a girl, but is he a dude? I don't know. I don't know. Just one of those kind of characters where you're like, you kind of tilt your head sideways and go, huh? This is not Flea. This is a fake Flea, we'll call it. So it says Flea question mark, as you can see on the side there. So take him out. He's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Those creatures, when you kill them, they take away all your magic, little bastards. And it's not that they do a lot of damage or would kill you or anything like that, but it's a pain in the ass to have to friggin' keep having to heal your magic points because they keep stealing it from you. Nothing crazy though, just little things. And this is Flea, another little side character though, reoccurring characters in RPGs, you know, that these would be it because they come back later in the game and you gotta destroy them again. So you know, so many RPGs have those kinds of characters, right? You know, the rivals, or even Pokemon's guilty of it. You've always got your rival or something. There's always somebody that you see over the course of the game over and over and over again. It's like a reoccurring storyline that just, you know, that usually ends up in the end. Sometimes you end up fighting them at the end or something, or they join you in the end or something. You know, it's really neat. But anyways, we're gonna glacier him ass, and take this person out. But you see how the background's kind of moving and stuff. I think it's a really neat battle scene. You know, I've always liked it. So. And she's got some pretty cool little skills there that well, confuses your characters, as you can see. So I don't know. We'll just I like to just take my chances. I don't think my characters can kill my characters very quickly at this point. So I'll just wait for it to wear off. Ice sword? Yeah. See, Frog's not even hitting my characters, so I'm not too worried. Flea's like sitting there yawning, and I'm sitting there. 1,000 damage, not too shabby. I think she's got about 4,000 hit points, eh? So it's 300 hits or something apiece. It doesn't too bad. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know off the top of my head. You know, I used to know pretty much all of them. I just know Magus's for sure. I know it's 6666. But the other ones, I know they start climbing like 12,000, this, that, whatever. Even the last boss doesn't have a whole lot of hit points. I think he only has about 60,000 hit points, you know. But having the abilities to do that much damage isn't. You gotta have some good skills. You gotta have some good skills. You gotta know which enemy to kill first and stuff. So there go, and Flea is toast, and we'll just keep dodging these characters here. And now once we get to the bottom, the save point will be back, and you'll be able to proceed. It'll actually transfer you to a new area of the castle, and we'll be able to proceed. So we're gonna have to go through a little gauntlet, as I like to call it. They like throwing you into these kinds of little gauntlets in this game a few times over the course of the game, where you get to an area and you actually have to fight, you know, about 6 or 7 enemies in a row to proceed, you know what I mean? And there's certain spots that you can dodge, but this isn't one of them. There's another hallway that's very, very, very similar, but you can't dodge some of the enemies, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is. So, but these guys are not too tough. But we're slowly making our way, and we're actually got to make our way to Ozzie first, and then we'll make it to Magus. Ozzie's got his. I always like the little trap rooms that he has and everything like that. It's really neat, you know. He's a funny. He's like comic relief in this game almost, you know. So we'll keep going through, and we got these little magic dudes. The enemy variety in this game is pretty neat too. They did a very good job. This game has a really nice feel to it. You know, the character design and everything is well done. Chrono Trigger would make a phenomenal anime series, in my opinion, like an actual cartoon series. It'd be really, really neat with this. You know, they travel through time and stuff like that. It'd be awesome. You know, I'd definitely watch that. So after hearing like that there's a new Dragon Ball Z series that's going to be coming out and whatnot, like, hey, come on, bring us a Chrono Trigger movie or something. That would be fucking awesome, you know. But we'll make our way up this hallway here, and let's see if Lightning 2 will deal a good amount of damage to everybody. Because usually it'll kill 4 of them and leave 2 alive or something like that. See, it healed the 2 wizard guys, so I'm gonna have to take them out. But that's usually how it works in this level. Ah, they heal too. I forgot. 80 damage. That's not too bad. There you go. Stuff's not too bad. Oh, she did more damage than Frog. That's surprising. She's usually not the strongest physical attack character. Marla is, you know what I mean? So we'll make it to the top, and we get a mist robe. And I grow tired of this. Slash, flee. Oh, sorry, I already took care of them. They're not coming to your help. Ozzie's in a jam. So we're gonna chase after Ozzie, and we're gonna get to his little conveyor here where he thinks he's all too smart. And just time it. You'll take some damage if you hit them. Obviously, you'll take some damage. It won't kill you, obviously, right off the hop, but you will lose hit points. I don't know the rate exactly off the top of my head, but I'll tell you something right now. Ozzie will be really happy if you actually do get hit by them. He's a funny little guy. The Doom Finger. I'm pretty sure that's for Robo. So we're gonna go up this little hallway here. Now you can dodge most of the floating enemies if you want. These roly-poly type enemies that are rolling around are what's gonna really initiate your fight. You know, so if you can manage dodging those, then you don't even really have to fight too much on the way up here. You know, I'm trying to clip through here. So we get to the top. Not even worry about fighting any of these guys. And this is a little area that has a bunch. Let's see if I can get through in one shot. I messed up. Damn. I almost made it all the way to the end. I must have friggin' been right on the edge of that last platform there. But it's a hallway where Ozzie's like, okay, he's gonna turn the crank, and if you step in the wrong spot, you end up in this room at the bottom. There's actually a couple treasure chests, and obviously some skellies you gotta fight here when you land for the first time. And all around the room, there's a couple treasure chests and stuff, and there are 4 things that look like save points. One of them is an actual save point. One of them will transport you to back to the top. 2 of them will be save point battles. They'll be fights, and then you can gain some experience if you want. But if you hit the right one, you'll be able to, you know, go all the way back here and go through the pathway again. Like if you saw the way I just did that, that's the way to get up there without falling in the hole. So I did fall in the hole, but I was like, I must have freaking missed it just by, you know, a hair. But what can you do? Get our butts to the top. And we're almost at Ozzie, but we're making our way there. Come on, Chrono. Physical defense on these what is it called? Jugglers. These jugglers, if you use attack power, physical attacks, they become stronger against physical attacks. If you use magic, they become stronger against magic and weaker against physical attacks. So they're that kind of enemy. You know what I mean? Ah, roly poly, get out of my way. I'm trying to limit the amount of fights I get into as most as possible. But so this guy's like right in my face, so I guess I'm gonna have to fight this guy. He's just one of them. Go Chrono, one hit him, bam. And we'll make our way to the top. There's probably another roly-poly dude I might have to dodge. And there he is. I think I'll just stay up here in the corner. Is he going to get me? No? Good. I'm going to have to fight this one little ninja guy though. But I'm going to let this roly-poly guy go through so I don't have to bother with him. Haha. Get out of my way. I'll take you out. Little outlaw. He's like a little ninja bird dude, I guess. Alright. He looks like a ninja bird dude. I could be wrong. I always thought they got kind of a beak looking thing, like their helmet. I know it's like their helmet or something probably. Anyways, we're always at the almost at we're almost at Magus, man. One of the best scenes in the game, in my opinion. Would have a lot of good memories with that scene. The first time you fight Magus, you're pumped. You are pumped, and he is. The first time you're going through this game, he's a tough boss because if you don't have your lightning and okay, I'll get back to talking about lightning. This room is another one of those gauntlet rooms where Ozzie's gonna actually bring up enemies over the course of this room. So just keep taking them out. But Magus is tough, man. Make sure that you have like Fire 2, Ice 2, and all those ones because the way he gets the way you have to damage him is it's gonna come in handy. So do a bit of grinding. It's a good level. Like this is probably one of my favorite levels to grind for levels early in the game. So we're gonna make our way back up here. These guys are not that tough as usual, you know what I mean? I haven't even healed once since I've been here. I've just been taking it. And we'll make our way to the top. I think there's 3 or 4 fights like this that we're gonna have to do all the way to the top here. And there's some more coming up here. We get to the top and Ozzie tries to summon more after we kill everything, and we've killed like every single monster that he's summoned to us. So he's getting frustrated. Lightning 2, we'll do what we can. Drinking my coffee, Saturday morning cartoons. Man, I was watching Thundercats this morning. It was awesome, man. I was watching Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and I was getting carried away watching cartoons. I'm like, I gotta play some Chrono Trigger. I gotta get it done, man. I had a busy week, so day job, you know what I mean. So gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm here gaming. Come here, you juggler. Take you out. 700 damage. That was a good hit, Chrono. Oh, Frog's doing critical damage too. 500. That's not bad. Make our way to the top. But remember, I said this is a long enough level. Out of most levels, this one, even with New Game Plus, you're looking at half an hour, and that's me clipping with not having to worry about hit points or anything like that. So this will probably take you a good hour and a half to complete your first time through. Depends how strong you are. But if I suggest you grind here though, man. Like right at the beginning of this castle, I suggest you grind. It'll be well worth it. Get everybody some good friggin' techs and stuff, man. It'll come in handy. Trust me. You want to have Luminaire by the time you get to the Ocean Palace. That is one of the things I like. By the time I'm at the end of the Ocean Palace, I should have Luminaire for Chrono. That is kind of my timeline when I'm playing this game for the first, a first playthrough again. So this is the room where you can actually, if you go through the middle, you're going to have fights all the way up this hallway. But if you hug one of the walls and do this, you won't have to fight anything. So grab the treasure chest and go to the top. Oh, I forgot you do have to fight somebody through the door. Sorry, my bad. Alright, well, we'll take him out. Luminaire! It's like using Ultima and FF6, man. It's like, what-cha! The ultimate damage. And we'll take them. The outlaws don't take lightning damage. I keep forgetting. I guess we'll just have to take them out the old-fashioned way. Boop. I'm surprised she didn't hit him with the butt of her crossbow. He was pretty close. 13 tech points, not too bad. make our way to the top, and we get to Ozzie. And Ozzie's kind of a weird little boss. And the thing with Ozzie is you don't have to really attack Ozzie himself. You actually have to attack the pulleys that are on the side of Ozzie. You see those little switches and everything like that? Every switch that you hit will open up a little hole. And after you've... it doesn't matter which order you hit them in. After you hit the last one, you'll defeat Ozzie. Ozzie will fall into the hole, and you won't have to really bother with them. And then it'll open up a save point and the portal so that you can go and fight Magus. So that's what we're gonna head out and do. So we're gonna hit them in a row here, and the next hole is gonna open up in between us here. It's just the strategy, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just sit there and attack him, but this is what you got to do. So you attack the last one. There you go, and it'll open up, and yeah, that's it. Very easy. Ozzie's cocky, eh? So he's gonna fall down this hole. He's going to crash to the bottom. You do have to fight Ozzie in the same manner later, and there's just a little thing different you got to do, but we'll do that later when we do that side quest after all this stuff. So this side is your save point, and give everybody some stuff. We got all our items. We'll shelter it up, give everybody everything. At least heal, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna. What else we got? All right, I'll save after I'm done the Magus stuff. So just keep clipping down this hallway here. If you stop and those bats touch you, you'll have to fight all the bats, but just clip down to the bottom and we get to Magus's chambers. This is one of the scenes in the game that, you know, anybody that's played this game will remember for the rest of their life, is the introduction of Magus, the unveiling of you having to fight Magus. You know what I mean? Like, this is it, man. This is one of the main scenes of this game, is you meeting Magus. So he's there. He's actually calling Lavos right now. He's in the middle of his ritual. It is phenomenal. So let's go talk to him and start this. So Magus, the way Magus works is he uses a lot of dark magic, and you don't really have anything to protect against dark magic, but don't even worry about it. He actually uses a lot of elemental magic as well. So if you have any ruby vests, or if you have any, you know, blue vests or anything like that, I'd wear them because they would help you out. You know what I mean? They might even heal you if you have good ones. But the way he works is when you attack him with physical attacks with Frog and stuff, it will change what he's weak to. You can always tell what he's weak to by what he's using against you. If he's using fire, then fire is what's going to do damage to him. You know what I mean? That's usually how it works. So he's getting all ready, and we get to fight Magus. So, but the game will tell you that his elemental has changed. You know what I mean, as well. See, only lightning damages. It's awesome. You know, so now he does lightning damage to you. Doesn't do a whole lot. Like, I'm not gonna have too much of a problem, but he's gonna be weak to lightning damage. So I'm gonna spire his ass and do as much damage as I can with the element that he's the weakest. And if he ever changes his elemental difference, you can always attack him, you know, and it'll friggin' change it to something else eventually, you know. So it's the way it works. So you just wait for him to. So if I attack with Marl here, now only fire damages, and I don't even have Luca, so I don't really have anything that'll do a whole lot of damage to him right now at this point. So I gotta attack him again, and just hopefully it changes to water, or, you know, back to lightning or something. But it's an awesome fight. You get Magus as one of your party members later in the game if you choose to. It depends what you want to do. You can either kill him, or you can either have him, you know, in your party. So you never know. You never know. Masamune actually, yeah, as you noticed there, I forgot to mention that the Masamune will actually lower Magus's defense if you hit him with Frog as well. So physical attacks changes different weaknesses, and Masamune lowers his defense as well. So he's got 6,666 hit points. Mwah. He goes down pretty easy if you stick to his weaknesses. You know what I mean? So Ice Sword him up. He's still weak to water type magic, so we're just gonna keep plowing at him until he changes. Oh yeah, 2,000 damage, not too bad at all. I was hoping water. Won't do as much. Probably be 500. Yeah, I see. 500. Magus risks casting a spell. And we'll wait. See, Chrono's a lot faster than everybody else. Ice sword. There we go. There we go. This might take him out, but if it does another 2,000 damage, it might take him out. 1,600. And we did take him out. 3,000 golds and level ups. And the storyline from this point on is going to be a little different, man. So, once we defeat Magus, he's all upset. Stuff starts going a little wonky, and there's some stuff that's about to go down. It's a little bit of craziness there. A huge portal is about to open up, and Magus is going to reveal himself and all this wonderful stuff, and we're going to get sent back to 65 million BC through this portal. We're going to get scattered through time, and Magus is going to get thrown into actually the medieval times, 12,000 BC, you know, with the Kingdom of Zeal and stuff. And we're going to end up going there after, but first we're going to end up in 65 million BC, and this portal just swallows us all whole. Man, such a good game. Such a good game. So, we are now here in 65 million BC, and Ayla is going to wake our asses up. And we're chilling in one of her tents, if I'm not mistaken. And, oh, no. Flashback. Flashback dream. Lapse note. It's actually pretty funny. This is actually whatever, you know, this reminds me of Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes, because this is, you do live with Marl in Chrono Trigger, in the sequel of this game, if you've ever played it. If you haven't played it, check it out, man. Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes. I'm sure you can find the ROM or something. I find that it's a little glitchy here and there, you know what I mean? I fight a golem boss, and it actually, you know, glitches sometimes. So it's a fan-made game, but check it out. It's really neat, man. It happens 5 years after this game. It's phenomenal. So here we are. We've got Marl. We got Ayla that's just waking us up, and she's like, "What the hell are you guys doing here, man?" Crazy, eh? Carried you guys back here. I always like the Ayla Frog relationship, where Ayla wants to eat Frog. Get out of it. Don't even think about it. It makes me laugh. She wants to eat Frog. Oh. So we're gonna get ready, get some rest, and we are going to. The next part of the game is the Tyranno Lair, and then we're gonna go to the Kingdom of Zeal and get all that wonderful stuff started. But first off, there's a little bit of a storyline going on here, where, you know, busy. Kino. Oh, we gotta go forest fire. That's right. We're gonna go to the top. We're gonna go to the top area and go into the woods where there was a forest fire, and everything's burnt. And Ayla's gonna want to go and kick some ass. So she's gonna want to go and recruit the dactyls, and that's where we're gonna save our game. We're gonna save our game just before we get the dactyls, and then we're gonna go to the Tyranno Lair in the next part, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this part, man. This is a good one. Magus's Castle is one of my favorite parts of the game. I do love the Kingdom of Zeal, though. Kingdom of Zeal just has all the... It's just a nice area of the game. It's nice to look at. It's fun. It's where a lot of the storyline folds into place, and you start to understand a lot. It's where you start, you know, where you're going to get your Wings of Time. You're going to get your time machine and stuff soon, too. So stay tuned, man. It's going to be sweet. So... now they're telling us to go to the she wants to go to the Tyranno Lair, and she's going to recruit the dactyls. So that's where she's going to head out. And we're going to head that way, and we're going to save our game just in front of the mountain. And just like last episode, we're going to save in front of a mountain. So I hope you did enjoy this episode of Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. I will catch you on the next part. Peace out, happy gaming, and we'll see you next time. Mucha!